What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another week of the Restart Podcast. I am your host, Sabrina Neely, and I am feeling so good today. I am in a great mood, and I just got done with my workout and feeling energized. You know, after you work out, you have that rush of dopamine, and your serotonin is high, and you just feel like you can conquer the world, right? So I thought, what better time than now to record this week's episode. And today I want to talk to you about a mental restart. I've talked before about Mental Health 101, really getting your mental health in check and where to start when you're trying to basically change your life by changing your thoughts. But I want to condense all of that information today into just a little summary and add on to what I said earlier this year about mental health. And there is no better time to talk about this topic than right now as we approach the holiday season. Did you know that people suffer the most with their mental health from October 31st to about mid-January? So from Thanksgiving into the Christmas holidays, into the new year, and right after is statistically when someone's mental health plummets. And the reason for that, of course, is the stress of the holidays, the pressure to buy everyone that you know and their brother a gift, the pressure to have family members over that you may or may not like, the pressure to perform and just really meet everyone else's needs brings a lot of stress into an individual's life. And it is a very likely time for someone to commit suicide, become violent, have a wild change in their behavior. The holidays are high times for divorces and honestly for domestic abuse to either start or get worse. So when we talk about mentally restarting, what does that actually mean? Does it mean diving into books or podcasts or spending hours on courses trying to learn how to think correctly? No. What it means is getting ahead of your thoughts. And I love this quote by Joyce Meyer because if you guys know me, I'm a big Joyce Meyer fan. I listen to her every single day on her TV show. But she said, and I quote, "Think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're thinking about. Do you really think about your thoughts?" And we can't control our thoughts because that's not how the mind works. The brain is going to do what brains do. It's going to think, it's going to run thoughts into your head constantly, all day long, nonstop. Conscious thoughts, subconscious thoughts, things that will just be rushing into your brain for no reason. And you'll be like, dang, how did I get here? Why am I even thinking about this? Where did this thought come from? So we can't stop that. But what we can do is become aware of those thoughts. And I know you've heard that phrase, you are what you think, right? Well, that's not just something that your ancestors made up. It's actual science. You are what you think. If you subconsciously think, I'm a loser, I'm a failure, I'm never going to have anything, I'm never going to have a partner, I'm never going to get married, I'm never going to have kids, I'm never going to lose this weight, I'm never going to have this great job, I'm never going to get this promotion, I'm never going to be able to do what I want to do in life, I'm never going to travel, people don't like me, I have no friends, people think I'm weird, people think I'm ugly, people think I'm fat, maybe I am ugly, maybe I am fat. I don't understand why anyone likes me. I don't understand why I don't get picked. And you constantly are in this state of hopelessness, okay? Even if you're not saying that stuff out loud, subconsciously, your brain takes those thoughts as facts and it begins to process those thoughts into your subconscious as truth. And before you know it, you're waking up every day and you're looking at your life like, man, why do I feel this way? Where did all my friends go? Why can't I seem to have my person in my life? Why can't I find a great job? And sometimes circumstances are out of your control, right? You say, well, I've applied and I've tried to be nice to people and I've reached out and tried to date so and so. I asked this girl out. It didn't work out. So sometimes it's not all your fault, but subconsciously you put that energy out into the universe by your thoughts without even realizing it. And then when you do go out into the world, you kind of repel people that you might want to actually be attracting by your energy, because thoughts create energy, which comes out in your behavior and or your words. So that is a scientifically proven fact. On the other hand, if you think positive, uplifting, encouraging, hopeful, promising thoughts such as, my life is going to change. I'm meant for more. I have potential. I am capable of doing great things in my life. Why wouldn't somebody want to date me? Why wouldn't they want to be my friend? I have influence. I can bring experience, wisdom, clarity to someone's life. I've already lived that. I know what it's like. Let me go share my experience with them. I'm an awesome person. I'm caring. I'm kind. I'm funny. I have a great personality. I have a rocking body. Why wouldn't somebody want to date me and love on me? Why wouldn't somebody want to marry me? Why wouldn't I want to give birth to 3 and 4 kids and bring awesome genetics into the world? Why wouldn't a job want to hire me? Look at all the skill sets that I have that I can bring to the company. I can add so much value. Man, I am just a great person because I work on myself. I am a phenomenal human being. Why wouldn't I attract success? And once you start thinking like that, you will begin to see changes in your life. And they probably won't be overnight, and they probably won't be things that just slap you in the face or stop you in traffic. But over time, little by little, you'll start to see things gradually shift. Because why? Your subconscious is telling your brain, all this stuff I deserve. I am attracting everything to me that I deserve and more, because the energy that you're putting out into the world is attracting rather than repelling. Do you see where I'm going with this? So we really are what we think. And when we think about what we're thinking about, it shifts our entire life, you guys. And I know sometimes we get in funks. I was in a funk yesterday, as a matter of fact, and think, man, why do I seem to be the victim all the time? And then I flipped that and I was like, wait, that's me feeling sorry for myself. And when I do that, I attract self-pity, which attracts negative experience after negative experience after negative experience. So I flipped the script and I said, wait, what is this feeling trying to show me? What has everything I've gone through in my life preparing me for? Man, because I haven't gone through all this shit for nothing. I didn't lose my child for nothing. I wasn't homeless living in the back of my car for a year for nothing. I didn't lose a business that was my dream for nothing. You see? So I've shifted my perspective to now, what is the universe trying to show me? Man, it must be something pretty incredible, because what I've gone through, I'm going to use that to help others. So I think that's a great perspective to have. And if this helped you today, then I want you guys to like, share, review this podcast, and share it with someone that you love. And I thank you so much for being here. I thank you so much for listening. And I hope that you'll join us next week for more of the Restart podcast. Until then, bye-bye.